Here's the full narration script. Are you tired of being the emotional support system for someone else's drama, while your own needs are constantly pushed aside? Well, that's exactly what I'm going through right now with my girlfriend, Emma. We've been together for 3 years, and our relationship has always been great, or so I thought. Lately, things have been strained between us, and I'm starting to wonder if I'm being unreasonable by wanting some boundaries in our household. Let me take a step back and introduce myself and the situation. My name is Alex, and I'm 28 years old. Emma, my girlfriend of 3 years, is also 28. We have a great relationship, or at least we did until things started to get complicated with her family. You see, Emma's mom passed away a year ago, and that was a tough time for both of us. But what really threw me off balance was how Emma handled the situation after that. She took it upon herself to be the rock of the family, always there for her sister Rachel, who was struggling to cope with their mom's passing. I get that, I really do. Losing someone you love is one of the hardest things anyone can go through. But as time went on, I started to feel like I was being pushed aside. Emma would cancel our plans at the last minute because Rachel needed her, or she'd come home from a work all day exhausted just to help Rachel with something. It wasn't just emotional support either, Emma's been helping out financially too, which has put a strain on our budget. At first, I thought it was just a phase, that things would go back to normal once the dust settled. But as the months went by, I started to feel like I was being taken for granted. It felt like I wasn't important anymore, like Emma's family drama had become more of a priority than our relationship. The final straw was when Emma told me that Rachel had gotten pregnant and was struggling to make ends meet. Emma asked if we could take her in temporarily until she got back on her feet. Now, I'm happy to help out family members, I really am. But this felt like overstepping. I mean, it's one thing to support someone who's going through a tough time, but it's another thing entirely when that person is asking us to absorb another person into our household without even discussing it with me first. So, I brought it up with Emma. I said we couldn't just do this without talking about it as a team first. And let me tell you, the conversation did not go well. Emma got defensive and said I was being selfish. She accused me of not caring about Rachel's well-being or her mom's memory. It feels like she's putting everyone else's needs before mine, and I'm starting to feel resentful. Am I the asshole for wanting some boundaries in our household? Or is Emma just being a good sister? Background and context. To understand what went wrong here, let me break down the dynamics of Emma's family situation. Her mom was like a mother figure to both Rachel and her, so when she passed away, it was like losing a part of themselves. Emma felt responsible for taking care of Rachel during this time, which is understandable. But as I mentioned earlier, things started to get out of hand when Emma took on too much responsibility. She began putting our relationship second, and that's when the problems started. I feel like she's been so caught up in her family drama that she's lost sight of what's truly important, our relationship. Breaking down the situation. So, what went wrong here? In my opinion, it all comes down to communication. We didn't talk about Emma's family dynamics and how they would affect us as a couple. We just assumed everything would go back to normal after her mom passed away. But that wasn't the case. Emma felt guilty for not being there for Rachel, so she took on more responsibilities than she should have. And I feel like I've been left with all the emotional labor of dealing with our own relationship issues while Emma is off supporting her sister. What would you do? Now it's your turn to decide what you would do in this situation. Are you Team Alex? Do you think he has every right to want some boundaries in their household? Or are you Team Emma? Do you think she's being a good sister and should be prioritizing Rachel's needs over her relationship with Alex? Some of you might say that I'm being selfish, that I should put my girlfriend's family first. But I ask you this, where does the line get drawn between supporting your partner's family and enabling their toxic behavior? Shouldn't we have a discussion about what's acceptable in our household before bringing someone new into it? Ultimately, this is a decision for each of us to make on our own. But as someone who's been there done that, I want to encourage you all to think critically about your own relationships and how you're supporting your partners. Call to action. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening to my story. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What would you do if you were in Alex's shoes? Have any of you dealt with similar situations where you felt like you were being taken advantage of by your partner? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more Storytime videos. We have new content uploaded every week, so be sure to check back soon. And if you're feeling brave, share your own story in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you all in the next video.